Hi, today I would like to introduce to you our new bioLock simulation system. This was built on a PowerPoint show, so everybody can run it, no drivers have to be installed. You can even run it on your cell phone, which is very convenient if you are on trade shows or in a meeting. But what the technology is about is it should allow our global partners such as Fujitsu to present to their customers how the technology has actually helped customers with the bioLock technology. The customers can even install it in their own office and experience it at their own time. So historically, the bioLock technology allows you to establish granular controls inside SAP. So you can lock down transactions, functions, buttons, and re-authenticate. Just like in LinkedIn, when you do important changes, you need to re-enter your password. Alternatively, you could put the smart card in the reader, so as long as the card is in the reader, the task is authenticated. But the more important part is to check ID in SAP, and that means biometrics. We have historically used fingerprint technology such as these optical sensors or capacitive sensors. Simply put your finger in a sensor and you are ID'd. Since we have partnered with Fujitsu, we have adopted the far more advanced palm vein technology. And so you can use this USB reader, or this one here is a simple mouse. All you need to do is you hold your hand over the scanner and you are being identified. This is the technology that we are simulating in this solution here. So every time you're being asked to hold your hand over the scanner, we're pretending you have an enrolled template in the system as opposed to no template being an intruder. But let's get started with the simulation. Simply click OK here to continue after the system is launched, and now you have the option to get a little bioLock overview, which we will describe in a separate video. Here in the middle you see, since you don't have that palm vein scanner that I just introduced installed on your laptop, you can simply click on the green tile to pretend that a recognized template was identified, or you can click on a red template pretending an intruder that's not enrolled or permitted in the system has attempted to execute an SAP function. So let's start the simulation. Here you see the Fiori tiles, and the customer for sure will recognize something here on the screen that they can identify with and that they would like to experience. I will just give you one example, which is executing a payment run in the F1110 transaction. You click on the tile, you are being asked to execute the payment run. Just follow the instructions and click here, and now we will start the payment run. Once we start the payment run, here is where the granular controls are being established, and now we are being asked to hold our hand over the scanner. First, we will always simulate that we will put a wrong hand that's not enrolled and click on the red button, and you will see that the payment run was not executed as the user was not recognized. And here's a text that always describes what's going on. After you hit exit, it will allow you to do the same again, and now we will start the payment run and we will accept it, pretending to hold our right hand over the scanner. In this scenario, Smith is working with the system, and you see how the identified user is Smith and the payment run was executed. Now we are going back, clicking the back button here in SAP. It brings us back to the main entrance screen, and from here you can jump through all the scenarios, you experience them in detail, and we will also create another video that will show all of the scenarios with explanation. Before I'll finish this up, allow me to really briefly click on the bioLock administrative settings. This is very important. Here we will show the log file. In this log file, you can explain to the customer that the SAP user ID was the only thing that has been recognized since the 70s. For the first time, bioLock identifies the uniquely identifies user and actually put a name to the SAP user ID. So going to the settings, we want to show that there are a tremendous amount of bioLock configuration settings here in the system. So this is a very, very highly customizable solution inside SAP. We only want to point out two things. One is the definition of protected system functions, where we create our invitation scenario. What function do we want to protect? Do we want to protect it globally? Do we want to specifically whitelist or blacklist users? And most important, here is where we can choose if we want to re-authenticate the task with a password, with a finger scan, with a smart card, or with a palm vein technology. As a next step, once we have defined the protection levels, then we can simply go to another table and click on any transaction that you wish, SU01 and F1110 and FB60, and simply assign it to the protected function levels and save it. And now the standard or custom transaction is protected. And with that, I am going back to the main menu. Now we'll leave it up to you. Please contact us if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoy this bioLock simulation system. Thank you.